Here at Valley Grown Nurseries, they harvest around 100 million kilos of peppers every year. The crop thrives in these huge glass houses, and soon they'll be harvesting a lot more because the nurseries have just been given permission to construct a further 21 acres of glass houses.
The plan is that the soil works will be done this year, so towards the end of this year, and building will begin in earnest next year around this time. So we should have production for 2016, we think.
This is where the 21 acres of glass houses will be built, next to the existing nursery. And when it's completed, the development will be the largest in the Lea Valley area since the Second World War.
It's really important news. It's a great boost for the Lea Valley. We're the most important area of glasshouse production in the UK. It's a great decision by the planners to put food production at the top of the agenda. It's a really important area, and this development will be excellent for safeguarding its future.
But the development is somewhat of a controversial one. It's taken 3 years, almost £1 million, and several applications to get this approved. And the local park authority still has serious reservations.
What we're looking at here is an industrial scale of development. This is 9 hectares of development covering a very large field, basically. And this is contrary to the Metropolitan Green Belt, it's contrary to local planning policies, and will have a devastating impact on the landscape of the regional park. This is unacceptable.
The Lea Valley, a sea of glass 10 miles long and 8 miles wide, which provides a livelihood for over 500 growers and 6,000 regular workers.
The valley has been Britain's biggest producer of flowers and salad crops for more than 100 years, thanks to its fertile soil and proximity to London. At its height during the 1950s, there were over 1,000 acres of glass houses, the highest concentration in the world. But cheaper imported crops and a change in farming practices meant the area has reduced by 80% since the 1960s.
The skill and experience of the growers in the Lea Valley is known throughout Europe, as is the quality of the fine crops they raise in their sea of glass.
So it's no longer quite the sea it was, but growers here hope the tradition and reputation will only be strengthened by this new development. Tanya Mercer, ITV News, Nazing.